Greetings, Earth Dragons. My name is Fen, and you are most welcome to my channel, Earth Dragon Speaks Podcast, episode number 3. I extend my sincerest wishes of goodness and blessings to you today and always. Today, we are diving into a topic that's incredibly close to my heart. Be yourself. We live in a world full of expectations and pressures, and it's easy to lose sight of who we truly are. But embracing our authentic selves is not just about self-expression. It's about finding fulfillment, building meaningful relationships, and unlocking our true potential. In this episode, we'll explore what it means to be yourself, the challenges and rewards that come with it, and how staying true to who we are can lead to a more satisfying and resilient life. So let's get started on this journey of authenticity together. Be yourself is a phrase we often hear, but what does it really mean? The dictionary tells us that be means to exist or happen, and yourself means your own self, alone and separate. So, essentially, being yourself means liking who you are and living life the way you want, no matter what others think. It's about respecting yourself. But ask this, is this easier said than done? Have you ever truly been yourself even once? Who can really be themselves? When we were kids, we think we have the freedom to be ourselves. But that's not always true. I remember trying to be myself by sneaking a pearl up my nose, giving my thumb to an ant, and hiding baby mice in the house. Did I get away with these antics? No. I was taught certain rules and boundaries which often felt like they limited my self-expression. Even though childhood seems like a time for self-discovery, we are constantly learning to fit within certain guidelines. Teen years come with new opportunities to be yourself. You might fall in love, choose your studies, or dress in a way that makes you feel good. But being yourself isn't always smooth sailing. I shared my emotions so much that I ended up hurt in relationships. I chose to study science, but financial constraints led me to work in the corporate world instead of becoming a doctor or engineer. Some friends were supportive, while others were jealous or insecure. My Orthodox family wouldn't let me wear shorts, but I ended up dressing decently, which in hindsight wasn't so bad for a teenager. As an adult, you are on your own much of the time. This is when your self-discovery really kicks in. Being yourself as an adult means making choices that reflect your true values and interests, even if they go against societal or family expectations. For example, choosing a career you are passionate about, even if it's less conventional, or setting boundaries to protect your time and energy. Being yourself also involves self-care and embracing your uniqueness. It's about celebrating your quirks and being honest in your relationships. However, this journey is not without its challenges. You might face criticism, resistance, or even feel isolated. But staying true to yourself requires courage and resilience. Being yourself isn't always easy. Here are some side effects you might encounter. Number 1, increased self-awareness and self-doubt. When you start to really understand who you are, you might also start noticing things about yourself that you didn't before. This could include both good and bad traits. So, becoming aware of your flaws can sometimes make you doubt yourself. Imagine you've always thought of yourself as a confident person. But as you start to reflect more deeply on your actions and behavior, you realize that you often interrupt people when they are talking. This realization makes you feel bad because you didn't notice it before. And now you're worried that people might think you're rude or not a good listener. This new awareness of a flaw can lead to self doubt, making you question your ability to communicate well with others. In this way, getting to know yourself better can be a double edged sword. On one hand, it's great to understand yourself more deeply, but on the other hand, it can make you more critical of yourself and unsure about your strengths. Number 2, isolation and alienation. When you decide to be true to who you really are, you might find that your values and beliefs don't match up with those of the people around you. This can sometimes make you feel alone or left out. Okay, imagine you are really passionate about environmental issues and decide to live a very eco-friendly lifestyle. You start using reusable bags, avoid single-use plastics, and even bike to work instead of driving. However, most of your friends and family don't share the same passion. They continue to use plastic, drive everywhere, and don't really think much about the environment. Because your values are different, you might start to feel isolated. When you talk about your eco friendly choices, they might not understand or even make fun of you. You might feel like you're on your own with no one to share your passions or support your lifestyle. This can make you feel alienated from your friends and family, even though you're doing something that's important to you. At number 3 is resistance and criticism. So, when you start being true to who you really are, some people might push back or criticize you. This can make you feel discouraged or upset. Let's say you've always been interested in art, but you choose a stable office job because that's what was expected of you. One day, you decide to follow your passion and become a full-time artist. You start painting and sharing your work online. However, not everyone is supportive. Your parents might say things like, art isn't a real job, or you're wasting your potential. Some friends might even joke about your decision or say, you'll never make enough money with that. This resistance and criticism can be really disheartening. It makes you question your choices and feel less confident about your decision to follow your passion, despite knowing that art makes you happy. The negative comments from others can make it harder to stay motivated and true to yourself. Number 4, emotional roller coaster. When you decide to truly be yourself, it can feel like being on an emotional roller coaster. There will be moments of joy when you discover new things about yourself, but also moments of sadness or discomfort when you face tough truths. Say, starting your own business after years in a stable job can be thrilling at first. You are following your passion and enjoying new freedom. However, you might soon encounter issues like financial instability, long hours, and lack of support from some people, which can be stressful. Despite these challenges, you might also experience significant wins like positive customer feedback or your first big sale. So, the journey of staying true to yourself is full of emotional ups and downs, much like a roller coaster ride. Number 5, shifting relationships. As you grow and change, your relationships with others might also change. Some relationships will become stronger, while others might fade away. Say, for example, if you start a healthier lifestyle, you might find that a close friend who used to share your old habits may not understand or support your changes, creating distance. Conversely, you may make new friends who share your healthy lifestyle, leading to stronger and more supportive connections. This shift can be bittersweet, as you may miss your old friend but also value the new relationships that align with your growth. Number 6, heightened responsibility. Living authentically means being true to who you are, which can bring a sense of responsibility to make sure your actions match your values. Say, for example, if you are committed to living sustainably, you might start feeling a stronger obligation to maintain eco-friendly practices, like using reusable items or suggesting alternatives at events. While this can be sometimes challenging and require extra effort, it helps you stay true to your values and brings a sense of purpose and integrity. Number 7, challenges in self-compassion. So, balancing self-discipline, which is pushing yourself to do better, with self-kindness, which is being gentle with yourself, can be tough as you try to meet your own expectations. Say, if you've set a goal to exercise daily but miss a few days due to a busy schedule or illness, it's easy to feel frustrated. So, self compassion means recognizing that setbacks are part of the journey. Instead of harsh self criticism, remind yourself that it's okay to take a break and focus on your well being. By being gentle with yourself, you maintain a balanced approach and stay committed to your goals in a sustainable way. Despite the challenges, there are many benefits to being true to yourself. Number 1 is authentic self acceptance. This is embracing who you truly are, which helps you feel good about yourself and brings a sense of peace. Just imagine someone who loves gardening but was pressured to pursue a finance career. Initially guilty about spending time on gardening, they eventually accept it as a vital part of who they are. By embracing their passion, they find joy. They join a gardening club and feel more authentic and at peace. Accepting your true interests, even if they differ from societal expectations, helps build a positive self-image and inner tranquility. Number 2 is genuine happiness. So, when you align your actions with what truly excites and fulfills you, you discover a profound sense of happiness and satisfaction. Say, for example, someone who loves helping others work in corporate management for practicality but feels unfulfilled. They start volunteering on weekends and find joy in it. Eventually, they switch to a full-time charity job where their work reflects their passion. This alignment with their true interests brings them genuine happiness and fulfillment. Number 3, improved relationships. When you are true to yourself, it strengthens your connections with others and fosters more meaningful relationships. Say, someone who's been reserved about their feelings starts being open and honest in a new relationship. By sharing their true emotions and vulnerabilities, they receive warmth and understanding from their partner. This authenticity deepens their bond, creating a stronger, more supportive relationship and a more fulfilling connection. Number 4, greater resilience. So, understanding and embracing your true self can make you more resilient, which helps you face challenges with confidence and strength. Say, for example, an introverted person is asked to give a public presentation. Instead of pretending to be outgoing, they use their authentic self to prepare and manage their anxiety. Their thorough preparation and self awareness help them deliver the presentation effectively, which increase their confidence and resilience in handling future challenges. Number 5, enhanced creativity. When you are true to yourself, it often opens up new avenues for creativity. Being authentic removes the fear of judgment and allows your unique ideas and solutions to flow more freely. Say, for example, an individual who loves writing poetry but works as a technical writer begins writing poems and in their free time. So, by embracing their authentic voice, their poetry becomes more emotional and impactful, capturing readers' attention. This shift to genuine self expression that enhances their creativity, which leads to more original and fulfilling work. Number 6, authentic growth. So, personal growth becomes truly meaningful when it's based on who you genuinely are. When you align your development with your real interests, values, and passions, the changes you make are more satisfying and impactful. So, before I started YouTube, I spent a lot of time thinking about what I truly love to do. I asked myself if I wanted to make cooking vlogs, singing videos, travel blogs, and so on. It took me a while to make a decision. I also had to consider my work experience and what kind of job I was good at. You see, YouTube isn't for everyone. That's what I feel. Some people feel comfortable in front of the camera and some don't. It's a choice, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people prefer watching videos while others just like to listen. Eventually, I decided to combine my experience of customer service with my genuine love for speaking and helping people see the positive side of things. During my tough times when I doubted and hated myself, no one was there to guide me. I had to be my own guide with the help of my faith in God. Having authentic growth from this purpose of mine will truly fulfill my true self. Number 7, inner peace. Living authentically reduces internal conflict and stress, leading to a more serene and balanced life. When you embrace your true self and make choices that align with your core values and beliefs, you experience less inner turmoil. For example, if you are truly overwhelmed with life at times, you seek inner peace. But this peace comes with a price. I will share something about myself here. After I lost my job, there was a lot of tension about how I could manage my finances because I would not be getting any monthly salary. That includes paying my usual bills, the rent, and groceries. One good thing I did was not have any form of debt. So I had already saved some money to somehow take care of my personal needs. If you had listened to my first podcast, you would know I mentioned moving in with my family in my hometown as one of the solutions. Anyway, there's more. To save what is left, you need to accept living a simple life. That is, no eating out, no buying unnecessary clothes or shoes, just being happy and reusing what you have. A funny thing happened. I found many clothes I had bought years ago that I didn't fit into anymore. You know what I told myself? Just exercise and get yourself back into those clothes again. It's okay to make fun of yourself sometimes. So, with all this, you might also have to say no to Netflix and chill because that's about 600 rupees for a monthly subscription, isn't it? You could afford medicine in case of emergencies instead. Basically, inner peace comes with a lot of downgrades, and not many people like to go down that lane. But trust me, once you get used to it, it's addictive. Slow life, grow your own veggies, save rainwater, and if possible, visit nature using local transportation that doesn't cost much. There's always a way, my dragon. There is always a solution to every problem you face. Number 8, increased confidence. So, being true to yourself can significantly boost your confidence and empower you to pursue your goals with greater determination. When you embrace your authentic self, you develop a stronger sense of self-worth and conviction in your abilities. So, this again goes back to me making my first initiative on YouTube by deciding to use my own stories wherever possible without hurting anybody I know. I am an open book, but I have learned the hard way to maintain my boundaries because not everyone is the same as I expect them to be. Just because you are good does not mean others are good. I learned that very late. And firstly, it's very difficult to pretend, even if I am not using my face in my videos. Secondly, I am looking to build a connection with each soul who is part of the Earth Dragon Speaks podcast. Our motto is to make a difference with small initiatives. So, one day I am sure I will be doing much better than today, and so will you. That won't just be confidence anymore, it will be Godfidence. Number 9, purposeful living. When you align your actions with your core values and passions, you create a sense of direction and meaning in your life. Living purposefully means making choices that resonate with who you truly are, which brings fulfillment and satisfaction. I strongly believe that whatever I am doing is my purpose with God's guidance. I may be wrong, but I have to follow what my intuition tells me to do. Being in this position today was never easy, let me tell you that. I had to go through many hardships, lessons, and challenges, sometimes from my own poor decision making or uncontrolled emotions along the way in life. From my lessons, I could be either good or bad. I obviously had goodness in a natural form, so I chose to turn all my lessons into wisdom to help those who get stuck in life, just like I did once upon a time. Do not go with bad ever. You are just going to end up in a cycle of situations that will come back to you until you learn what wrong you did. Be scared of bad, okay, my love? I am hoping to see magic out of this. Thanks to all of you. At number 10 is freedom from judgment. Embracing your true self means you stop seeking approval or validation from others. When you are comfortable with who you are less affected by what others think or say about you. This freedom allows you to live more authentically and confidently. Say, for example, if you start with one lie, it will lead to endless lies, and one day you will forget what you said about what. So, why complicate our life when simplicity is our essence? Being aware of how to communicate and send a good message to people by using yourself as a true example is wonderful. Some may appreciate it, while others may not. But that's not your loss. You have spoken the truth, so you have your freedom from the judgment of other people. These days, I see a lot of hate being spread on social media platforms. Sometimes I wonder how people can say such hurtful things without thinking. Anyway, like I said, it comes back in circles, so maybe one day those people will learn too. Likewise, there are advantages and disadvantages of being yourself with others. Like, for example, number 1, family. Being authentic with family can create stronger, more meaningful bonds, fostering mutual respect and acceptance. For example, if you are passionate about fashion designing but your family wants you to pursue a career in medicine, honestly, sharing your love for fashion and explaining why it's important to you can help them understand and respect your choice. This openness can bring you closer over time as they see you being true to yourself and support what makes you happy. However, authenticity can also lead to conflict if your values clash with those of your family, causing tension and possible rejection. For instance, if your family holds traditional views but you have more modern or different beliefs, being open about your values might cause arguments. Deciding not to follow a family tradition might make them feel hurt or disappointed, which creates tension and making you feel unaccepted for who you are. Number 2 is friends. So there are advantages and disadvantages with friends. So being authentic with friends can build genuine, supportive relationships and encourage openness. For instance, if you are going through a tough time and openly share your feelings, your friends can offer support and understanding. This honesty strengthens your bond as they appreciate your trust and feel comfortable being open with you in return. So, for example, sharing a personal struggle might lead them to share their own experiences, making you feel less alone and more connected. However, authenticity can sometimes strain friendships if your true self diverges from your friends' expectations. For example, if you've always been part of a group that enjoys going out every weekend, but you now prefer quiet evenings and start declining invitations, your friends might feel hurt or think you are distancing yourself. They might not understand your need for personal time and could perceive it as you not valuing the friendship, leading to tension and distance despite your genuine intentions. Number 3 is advantages and disadvantages with colleagues and work environment. So being authentic at work can greatly enhance job satisfaction and build trust among colleagues, which boost overall performance. For instance, if you are working on a team project and honestly share that you excel at brainstorming but need help with data analysis, your openness fosters trust. Your colleagues will be more willing to assist you, leading to a more effective and harmonious team. You'll feel more satisfied in your role since you can focus on your strengths, and the team's performance improves as everyone contributes where they excel. However, you might face pressure to conform to workplace norms, such as always agreeing with the boss. If you share a different opinion, it might not be well received, leading to misunderstandings and the perception that you are challenging authority. This can create stress and internal conflict as you balance being true to yourself with fitting into the workplace culture. Number four is a disadvantage and advantages of romantic relationships. So, here being authentic in romantic relationships fosters deep emotional connections and trust. For example, if you openly share your true feelings, passions, and vulnerabilities with your partner, such as your love for hiking or your insecurities, it builds a strong foundation of trust. This honesty allows your partner to understand and support you better, creating a relationship where both of you feel valued for who you truly are. However, being authentic can also present challenges if your values are or expectations differ. For instance, if one partner prefers a frugal lifestyle while the other enjoys spending on luxuries, it can lead to financial disagreements. Similarly, differing needs for alone time versus constant togetherness can create tension and feelings of neglect or suffocation. These conflicts arise because while being true to yourself is important, it doesn't always mean your values or expectations will perfectly align with your partner's. 5. Community and social circles. So, last but not the least, there are advantages and disadvantages when it comes to community and social circles. Because being authentic in community and social circles helps build connections based on shared values and interests, enriching the group. For instance, if you are part of a local theater group and passionately embrace unconventional performances, you bring fresh ideas that attract like minded members. This authenticity leads to innovative productions and fosters camaraderie among those who share your artistic vision, enhancing the group's creativity and impact. However, authenticity can also lead to social friction if your values clash with the group's norms. For example, in a sports team that prioritizes competitiveness, if you value sportsmanship and personal growth, your differing perspective might create tension. Your emphasis on fair play could be seen as a lack of commitment, causing misunderstandings and making you feel isolated. Navigating authenticity involves balancing being true to yourself with understanding how it affects your relationships and interactions within the group. So, as we wrap up today's discussion on being yourself, let's remember that embracing who you are is a beautiful journey. It's about finding that balance between staying true to your values and being mindful of how your actions affect those around you. Being authentic can bring so many wonderful benefits like deeper connections and personal fulfillment. However, it's important to know when to adapt and consider others' feelings without losing sight of who you are. Think of it this way: being yourself is like dancing to your own rhythm, but sometimes the best dances are those where you are aware of the other dancers around you. It's about finding harmony between your individuality and the world you interact with. By understanding this balance, you can live a life that's both true to yourself and meaningful to those around you. So, keep shining your unique light, but also remember to share that light in a way that connects with others. It's not about dimming your brightness, it's about lighting up the room in a way that everyone can enjoy. Thanks for tuning in, and I hope this episode has inspired you to dance to your own rhythm while staying connected with the world. And thank you for staying with me on Earth Dragon Speaks. If you found value in this episode, please support the channel by subscribing and giving a like. Share this podcast with someone who might be exploring their true self. Your support helps us grow and spread positivity. As we draw to a close today, remember, my fellow dragons, being yourself is the most authentic path you can take. Embrace who you are, with all your unique quirks and qualities, and let your true self shine brightly. Until we meet again, may your journey be filled with self-discovery and unwavering confidence. Signing off now, this is Vin from Earth Dragon Speaks. Until next time, stay empowered and keep spreading your wings.